Hey guys, it's Maxie here and welcome to another edition of the Young Team. Our brand new season is upon us. We're about to start our Ladbrokes Premiership campaign for the 2020-2021 season with a tasty home game against Rangers. It's been a very interesting pre-season and Betfred Cup campaign. Unfortunately, as you can see there in the Motherwell team news, our goalkeeper Mark Gillespie is out for 4 to 5 months with a broken leg, so that was not an ideal part of training. In fact, that only took place yesterday before we, took on this matchup. So it was fine for all of the campaign and the Betfred Cup day before the league season, and he's gone. Alan Campbell suspended's not great as well, but it's been a strange pre-season. We had a lot of targets identified that we wanted to bring in, but unfortunately they chose the higher money other clubs. You can see we're actually doing well in terms of our balances up at 1.1 million. Made a good bit of profit. We've got a bit of transfer budget that we could use in the next month or so, because we still have a month of the window. And of course, we have a bit of movement to do with our wage budget. So, I talked about we never have a lot of players and quite a lot turned us down. I'm just going to go to the short list just to give you an idea of the kind of people that we tried to bring in. So, with a few ambitious ones as well, but you'll notice with a lot of the players we target, they're versatile. They can offer us many options. So, Marcus Brown, unfortunately, we couldn't bring back. He's went to Rangers on loan, so that's going to be horrible playing against him. John Dagor Porsteinson, we tried to bring in on loan. Unfortunately, couldn't afford it. Marcus Maddison was an ambitious one, but went for $9,000 a week to Birmingham. So, again, somebody can play in a variety of positions, just wasn't happy. Marvin Johnson turned us down for a return. He's off to Burton for a bigger contract, with a chance to bring in Jack Bryan for probably the same wages as Colchester, but I just didn't feel like that was the right use of wages on Jack. Callum Camps was another one we tried to bring in from Rochdale, but he ended up going to Luton. And then Aaron Lewis, we weren't prepared to offer the wages that FC Volendam have. But there's also been a few others we looked at. We toyed with the idea of bringing in Declan Gallagher with a bit too many centre backs. Bruce Anderson was an option at one point. We were unfortunately rejected by Josh Ginnelly, who went to Portsmouth. I just felt like he'd be somebody good for offering options in both wings as well. But enough of the negatives. As you can see, the loans that were letting players go out, young kids go out, get first team football, and hopefully an ambitious loan deal to bring in Ryan Cassidy from Watford, a good young striker. Maybe not fully developed in this, but if you've played quite a few seasons in, he can turn into a hell of a player. So he's got a good base there, physically pretty good, couple good technicals, maybe needs to improve his mentals, but a good 6 months at the club could eventually turn those 9s into 10s and then so on and so forth. But in terms of concluded business, we'll start off with the outs. Only one sale, which is Elliot Freer, come back from his loan spell. Unfortunately, St Mirren wouldn't take up the full fee on him, but he's away to Walsall for $160,000. And we've saw some new gens and some real youngsters out on loan. So Ross Stewart's out to Ayr, who are in the Ladbrokes Premiership now. Adam Livingston to Airdrie, Ben Smith to Stenhousemuir, Christian Bulu to Bristol Rovers, and Charlie Seaman to Fleetwood. Now for the interesting part, the ins. So I was just looking about for free agents and then saw Ryan Brewster available. Now I'm pretty sure I've saw in other saves that he turns out to be spectacular, so I felt like it was a no-brainer. It's someone that we could give a good opportunity to. Didn't realise that he starts off the game with a really bad injury, which is why he's effectively a free agent. But hopefully someone that we can certainly take a risk at our level, hopefully get a good bit of couple of service out of him, a couple of years service. I actually got him on a 4-year deal, which sounds crazy, but I feel like he's someone who will easily get on for profit to help the club financially in the future. Next time was Cole Lonsdale. We saw he'd obviously signed on a contract from FC United? FC United, yep, of Manchester. Just felt like there was a few raw attributes there that we can develop, and he can be a good backup left back option on a very small wage. Jan Songo from Plymouth Argyle. It just made sense. Someone that can cover a variety of roles. Ball winner, centre half, can play as a central midfielder as well. decent age, and he's someone that probably won't sell on for profit, but just will help us out in so many ways. So that was a no-brainer. Anthony McDonald, we actually paid a fee, 94 grand plus a 30% sell on. It sounds a bit much to sell on, but I took him to Leeds with me and he was absolutely sensational. So I feel like if I can get him anywhere near that level of playing level, then if he can develop the right way, he's going to be an absolute baller. I had him in the Scotland squad, I had him scoring goals in the FA Cup, even scored in the Premiership, so the Premier League, sorry. So if we can get Anthony McDonald to develop at the right rate, because he hasn't played yet, because he already played for Hearts in the Betfred Cup, but if we can get him into the team, and then hopefully we can have ourselves a hell of a baller to take us forward. And final signing so far, Will Ferry on loan from Southampton. Versatile winger, can play both sides, can also play as a 10. And I just feel like bringing someone like that in just gives us that extra option and maybe adds that wee bit more quality than Jake Hasty has at this moment in time. But remember, it's August the 1st for the first game of the season, so when you get the next video, which will obviously be after the transfer window, we'll cover all 12 clubs in the Ladbrokes Premiership. But hopefully, we'll have made some moves. So, team for this one, we'll go for a minute, because I have to remember, and go over the Betfred Cup. Started off well, Partick Thistle at home, nice 4-0 victory, hat-trick for Ryan Hardy, and Ryan Brewster scoring as well. Same as last season, made an arse against Falkirk, unfortunately losing 1-0. Nearly made an arse against Stranraer. We were actually 2-0 down at home against a team sitting in League 2 now, which was really embarrassing. But a really offensive lineup in the last stages of the match saw us win 4-2, probably just our professional status shining through, with Cadden, a double for Brewster, and Hardy with a late fourth. And a trip to Stenhousemuir, nice 2-0 victory. David Turnbull show, scoring a penalty in the 4th minute and making it 2-0 after 36. Hearts in the second round, difficult tie, but hopefully with a couple of home games at the start of the season, we can get a decent start and push on. Hopefully for another top 6 finish, if we're lucky, maybe Europe. So the team for this one is going to be Remy Matthews in goals for his second start of the season. Richard Tate, Tom Aldred, Peter Hartley and Charles Dunn at the back. Jan Songa will sit as the anchor man with Chris Cadden, Carol McHugh, David Turnbull and Will Ferry in midfield. And it is going to be Ryan Hardy as the lone striker. Subs, 17-year-old Stephen Dowie. I just feel like he's that far developed that let's give him a chance. Rui Rua, have you ever pronounced that? Kyle McDonald's in for his versatility. Anthony McDonald, Ryan Brewster, Curtis Main, Craig Tanner, of course Gillespie injured, and Alan Campbell suspended. So we'll crack on. Opening day in the Ladbrokes Premiership for the 2021 season. Here v St Mirren, Hearts v Dundee, Motherwell versus Rangers. We'll have a good opportunity to see how the defending champions are looking in this one as well. So McDonald's debut, and he'll get the number 11 jersey. I'm going to try and be as reluctant to use the 10 jersey as possible. So it'll be interesting to see how Rangers have recruited. So it's going to be Rob Elliott in goals, Barisic, Katic, Goldson, Tavernier, so that stays the same as does Arfield and Jack. But the three behind the striker, anyway, Marcus Brown against us, so a former player, and Eros Grezda with Qualson as the lone striker. Substitutes for Rangers, what is following him? Ethan Pinnock, Odetayo, Jamie Murphy, Glenn Middleton, Vitek, and Hartigan. So this will be interesting to see how our lopsided system goes. And I think we'll go out and enjoy ourselves. I don't want to put too much pressure on them. It's opening day of the season. That can always vary in terms of, we don't want to put pressure on them. We just want to enjoy football. It's not a game you expect to win, but we'll see what we can do. So let's see if we can get an early chance. McHugh, Turnbull, and he's brought down there by, I think it was Ryan Jack. Just make sure this isn't on full match. Key highlights for German. So, yep, usual kind of objectives for this year. Top 6 would be nice. If I can push for Europe, even better. I want to try and go a cup run this year. Whether that's going to be the Betfred, because Hearts is a pretty tricky second round match. But hopefully, we can get to at least one quarter final. Maybe push into a semi final, pending, of course, who we draw against. Because, you could get horrible luck and end up with a trip to Rangers or Celtic in the fourth round of the Scottish Cup, and that's you out before you even get a chance to kind of get in there. Brown with a chance, and good save for Remy Matthews, so he's obviously learned that from the training field last year. Barisic ball in, Goldson, thankfully that is just wide of the target. So far, so good. We actually went 25 minutes without a booking, which we struggled to do last year. It was bookings galore. Those bloody hatchet men at Motherwell, of course. Pretty, I was going to say pretty even. In terms of possession, probably. Rangers, you would say, have just edged it. I'm hoping this year we get a good start, just get ourselves in as comfortable a position as possible, and then, you never know what can happen once settled. So, a yellow card for McHugh, got a chance, Turnbull heads it in, and it's a penalty! Tom Aldred is fouled by It's going to be David Turnbull stepping up here, and David Turnbull does what David Turnbull does, and that is put the ball in the back of the net. And it's third goal of the season, second penalty for the Wishaw superstar, that is David Turnbull. And we will lead at half time against Rangers. So not a spectacular match, but at the end of the day, only one thing matters, and that is Motherwell 1, Rangers 0. So second half, don't get complacent, don't do anything stupid. Let's see if we can take a very welcome 3 points on the opening day of the season. Maybe like us to get a bit more of the ball. Songo tries to play it long, but we've lost it. Here's Inoue. Is it back to Marcus Brown? Ryan Jack? Katic? Good build-up play from Rangers. Nice, slow, patient. Getting the wing back forward here in Barisic. A dive in there from Cadden. Jack, Brown. It's going to be him that scores. Oh, just wide from Scott Arfield. I'm just worried in case, it's Marcus Brown that scores against us after the great development we gave him last year, and then he comes back to haunt us. Also crazy that we're just off a sellout here. 13,677. It's just about 6 seats or something off the full capacity, which I extremely doubt would happen in real life, but you never know. So good stuff so far. Both teams a wee bit nervy. A few motivated players in the Rangers ranks, so we'll just tell them to relax. So come back to Pistol Pete at the back, Peter Hartley. He's got options left and right. Plays it back to Matthews. Just get rid of it. McHugh looks for Ryan Hardy. Here's Cadden. And I think there's a wee bit of doubt there, but that was never really going to trouble Rob Elliott, I don't think. And thankfully Marcus Brown is off for another former Motherwell player. This time, Jamie Murphy is going to be playing as a striker, so that's interesting. We again are just happy to keep doing what we're doing. 70, 80 minutes, that's fine. We'll make our changes. One change, Curtis Main will come on, and actually we are going to take off Chris Cadden. I'm going to go with Anthony McDonald and see what he can do. I was looking at Brewster there, but we'll go with Anthony McDonald. I don't want to... I'd rather utilise Brewster as a striker rather than a winger, so there's no point in just bringing him in at certain times, and that's what happens. Just look at my options on the bench. There's nobody there I'd be confident in bringing in to play instead of Turnbull. So we'll try to see. Hold on. Arfield. Hart again. Oh! Where is the left back? How much space do you want? Colin Odetayo had all the space in the world there. That is disappointing. Barisic, Goldson. Oh my god, they've won it. What the hell has went wrong? Even if I make a sub, it's not going to be enough time, so that's why I haven't even bothered. And that is how you lose a game. Maybe I should have kept it how it was, but then again, one goes for a set piece, and the other seems to be just a complete switch off between Dunn and Hartley. Amazing how football can just put you in the balls like that. So, so unlucky, it would have been nice. It's disappointing to go from 3 points to 0. But that is your defending champions we're up against, a team that's going to get that Champions League money possibly as well. That was his debut there. I'm just going to check out the Rangers, how their campaign has went to try and get in the Champions League. So Salzburg, yeah, I don't think they'll be making the group stages. They've already dispatched Dundalk and Olympia as well, so you never know. It's also interesting they're giving Dapo Mabudi some chances. He's definitely someone to take a look at. So disappointing in the first game. Hopefully we can kind of kick on though. Inverness away, Hearts, and then Dundee and Hibs in the league as well. I'm optimistic. We'll see what happens, but hopefully we can have some good news signings for these for the next episode. So cheers for watching, much appreciated. Let us know how you found it. Let us know how you're still finding FM. I think this episode will go live at the start of June. So yeah, let us know if you've got any players you'd like to see pop up at your club or any summer business you've done already that you're happy with. And yeah, take it easy, guys. I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.